Hello. Well, I'm going to do a video here to demonstrate how to use the new Jamberry Chromatic powders. Okay. I did do some of them already prior to the video just to make sure I was doing it properly, because the first time I tried, I didn't think it worked out very well. And I'm like, I must be doing this wrong. And the instructions that come with the package, I think at this point they're not that great. But I know it's a new product and they still got to work out the kinks. But it does say you put it over dry, your polish when it's dry. And I think the trick is, like, dry to the touch is good, but if it's like dry, you know how like when you let your lacquer dry overnight, it's like dry. But if it's just dry to the touch, you want it dry to the touch, not dry. And just so you know, I picked black because I could do a gel and lacquer and do a comparison how the chrome will look over gel and lacquer. So for the gel I have Black Onyx on, and for the lacquer I have Raven. And I apologize, I did not do a very good job on my polishing. I just wanted to get it on there so I could practice. Okay, so I already did two of my fingers on each hand just to compare, and I did this with a flare, which is this one here, and it comes with this little brush. So I did that one already, because another thing I had heard was when you put it on, you'll see as I do it, when you buff, you get this nice mirror finish. And what I'd heard is using the lacquer top coat kind of takes away some of the mirror finish and you get more of a sparkle, which is beautiful, but it's not quite that mirror finish that you think you're getting with a chrome powder. And I wanted to kind of see if that was true, and I think it is, but it's not a huge difference. So if you don't have the gel system, don't be like, oh no, this is terrible, it's gonna look horrible. It still looks good, it's just, and it's not even that big of a difference. Here I have the Trushine base and top coat on top, and here I have the lacquer quick dry coat. Same thing here, and you can see it is a little bit more mirror chrome here, a little bit more sparkle here. I don't know if that's goes out of focus when I get that close, but it's a subtle difference. Just so you know, that's what people have been saying. I wanted to test the theory. So again, that's Trushine, that's lacquer. Same here. Oh, and this is the ultraviolet, which is the one that has kind of the purpley finish to it. Okay, so what I did, I'm going to do Aura on these ones. I'm going to skip this because I want to do a little sparkle gel thing too afterwards. And here I'm going to do the ultraviolet again because it's so pretty. So what I did, because you do want it kind of dry, not completely dry, for the gel hand I did put on my top coat and I cured it, and I, just like you do with your gels when you're done, you take your alcohol wipe or your nail prep cleanser rubbing alcohol and you wipe off that sticky residue from doing the gel. So I did go ahead and do that. I also did put the lacquer top coat on these nails, and so it's been about 5 minutes, so they are dry to the touch, so these are about ready to go. So I'll do the gels first. I'm going to do Aura, and just so you know, this is a little wee bit messy. So a tip I had heard is, instead of taking the whole thing off, just cut a little hole in there with a pair of your little manicure scissors, and then you have just enough hole to get the applicator in there and kind of get the excess off. You don't waste too much powder. So let's try this out. This is Aura. So you kind of get in there, you kind of scrape some of the excess off, and what you're going to start doing is tapping the powder on. Just dip a little more. Tap. Gosh, it's really pretty. And you guys, I'm sure it's probably not showing up quite as gorgeous on the camera as it is in real life. It is ridiculously beautiful. So kind of get it in there and really make sure you get it in all those nooks and crannies there on the edges. Holy smokes. This one has kind of a blue-purple shine to it, and this one looks kind of more aqua. Beautiful. So kind of once you get it covered as much as you want, kind of just gently start buffing. And you want to buff all the little areas in there. And then if you're like, let's see if I can bump up a little more. If you want, you can kind of take some more on there, but it really doesn't take a whole lot, amazingly, to get it to do that. You just kind of roll it around till you get that mirror shine. Gorgeous. Okay. So, gosh, isn't that pretty? It's beautiful. So while I'm working in the aura, I'll go ahead and do my lacquer hand. So same thing. And I'm finding that I don't really see a huge difference. I thought it was going to be a lot more vibrant on the gel than on the lacquer. And maybe it depends on what colors you put on underneath. I did want to do a dark color because from the pictures I've seen, it looks like it shows up a little better. I think it's really a subtle difference on the really nude colors. Like I was going to do the We're Blushing gel. Put a little accent of party dress on my ring finger. But I decided to go with black because that way I knew I had the same color for both the gel and the lacquer. So I'm going to go ahead and buff that and get that nice mirror shine. Gosh, it's so pretty. Okay. So you can see they look pretty well identical there for the gel and the lacquer buffing. Now you'll see when I do the top coat, it does make a difference. But only, again, only minor. Let's get aura out of the way. I'm going to bring back the I made a mess with this one. Look, I got it all over the place. Even when I did poke the hole in there, it's all over my table. So I'll dip it in there. Tap it on. Yeah, it's kind of amazing how little you need. I don't know why I failed so spectacularly the first time I did it. I think I might have had the, I had heard people say put it on while it's still tacky. And I think I had it too tacky. The lacquer, it does need to be dry to the touch or it's just not going to work from what I've seen. But again, this is really only, for the lacquer, this has only been dry a little over 5 minutes, so you don't have to wait forever. But you see when you put it on, you do kind of get it all over your cuticles. So you'll have to clean that up after. There you go, a little dab will do ya. Yeah, maybe a little bigger dab. And I was able to, you know, kind of do 2 layers and build up the shine of it a little bit by buffing and then adding a little more. Actually, it's not too terribly messy. Some people said it's so messy you should put like a piece of paper underneath to catch it all and stick it back in the container. But I think that putting this little hole in here helped it from kind of getting all over the place. Okay, done with that. Now with the ultraviolet, it does seem a little punchier with the gel than the lacquer, but it's still, either way, it's pretty good. So at this point, on your lacquer hand, you can go ahead and put on your top coat. I'm using the quick dry. And again, I did take the mirror finish away a little bit and bring more of a sparkle, but it is still completely gorgeous. Okay. Beauty. It's awesome. This flare too, that is like, I don't quite know if it's silver or gold. It looks kind of like an in-between, but it is gorgeous. So then on the gel side, some people have said just do a top coat. You know what, I'm going to try that. We'll see what happens. On these 2 fingers, once I put the chrome on and buffed it in, I did base again and top. But a lot of people were saying you could just do top. So I'm going to try that here on these last two. And we'll see how it goes. And I might not be able to tell immediately. It might be a longevity thing, because we're not putting this top coat right on top of another gel. We're putting it on top of powder. So it may have a longevity consequence. We will see. Now, I'm not going to really clean up the glitter on my cuticles till afterwards when I can wash my hands, but if you do get any gel on your skin, make sure that you wipe it off before you cure, or you're going to be stuck with it. So the corrector pen is good for that. So if you have, which I didn't really get any on there, but if you do, just kind of clean up around your cuticles with that before you cure. You can use a Trushine lamp or the Color Cure lamp. I'm going to use the Color Cure lamp because I had it hanging out here. So I'm just going to let that cure here. While that's curing, I guess we can go ahead and look at this hand again. I really like it. It's kind of amazing how shiny it is. I'm very happy I got it to work because I was really bummed the first time I tried it. I'm like, oh. And now I'm like, please come back, since these did sell out the first day pretty much. The flare lasted a little longer. But I'm hoping they'll bring them back because they were pretty popular. So if you didn't get your hands on them, this will be helpful for the couple of people who did. Oh, and then don't forget to wipe when you're done here. Anyway, so hopefully these will come back out. So this will be a good video for future reference there. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, let me know. And look at that beauty. Very pretty. I'll take some still shots too, and I'll post them in the group. All right, thanks guys. Bye. Thumbs up.